Well, hello and welcome to the Cluebird. I'm your host, R. Wayne Browne. There are moments in life when things don't go the way you had planned. A disappointment, a setback, a season you didn't expect. And at first you try to resist it, you fight it, you tighten up, push harder, force your way through it. But sometimes life isn't asking you to become harder or tougher. Sometimes it's asking you to become more flexible. This is the Cluebird, whispering sage advice for those willing to listen. You know, a strong tree looks impressive until the storm arrives. And often the tree that survives the storm isn't the stiffest or toughest one, it's the one willing to bend. That's difficult for people because we often confuse resilience with resistance, but they're not the same thing. Resistance says, I refuse to move. Resilience says, I can adapt to endure this and remain standing. You know, I remember once flying through rough air when everything suddenly became unstable. The aircraft started shifting hard enough that you immediately felt it in your body. Your instincts in moments like that are to tense up and fight, grip tighter, fight the movement, force control. But experienced pilots learn something important. If you fight turbulence too aggressively, you can actually make things worse. So instead, first, stay calm. Make small corrections. You work with the conditions instead of against them. You let your aircraft move when it needs to move, while still maintaining direction. And over time, you come through the turbulence. You survive to fight another day. Not because you overpowered it, but because you stayed adaptable inside it. The old saying that flexibility is the key to air power is true. And everyday life in general works the very same way. Not every difficult season we confront can be controlled immediately. Sometimes the healthiest thing you can do is stop trying to force everything back to normal. Just be flexible. I remember talking with someone who had their entire week planned out carefully. Appointments, responsibilities, schedules. It was nailed down. And then one unexpected phone call changed everything. Family issues, something that needed immediate attention, and suddenly his whole plan collapsed. At first he became frustrated. I would have. You could see it, the tension, the irritation, the feeling that the day had been ruined. But after a while, something shifted. Instead of fighting reality, he adapted to it. He rearranged what he could and simply let go of what didn't matter. He calmly focused on what truly needed his attention. By the end of the day, he was exhausted but steady. Not because the situation became easy, but because he stopped breaking himself, trying to control what couldn't be controlled. That's an important lesson. A lot of suffering comes from this idea that life must go exactly as planned for us to remain okay. But life changes, people change, circumstances change. And strength isn't found in pretending otherwise. Strength is found in learning how to adjust without losing yourself, being flexible. That's resilience. Not becoming emotionless, not becoming cold-hearted, no. But remaining grounded even while things around you shift. So when life changes unexpectedly, pause before you resist it completely. Quietly ask yourself what actually needs to happen right now. Not what you wish was happening, not what was supposed to happen, no. But what needs your attention right now? Sometimes the healthiest response isn't control, it's adjustment. Because people break when they refuse to bend. They exhaust themselves fighting reality, holding tension, trying to force certainty into uncertain moments. But resilient people learn how to move by dancing with difficulty. They adapt, recover, recalibrate, and because of that, they last longer. So here's the clue. Bend when you need to, so you don't break when life gets hard. Flexibility is not weakness. Sometimes it's the strongest thing you can do, because strength isn't always rigid. Sometimes strength looks like adjusting, recovering, and continuing forward any way you can. Just stay in the fight. Storms will come. Unexpected moments will arrive. Plans will change. But if you learn how to stay steady while adapting to life as it unfolds, you become far more resilient than someone who only knows how to resist. And over time, that quiet flexibility truly becomes your real strength. This is the Clue Bird, and the voice you're learning to trust might just be your own. Thank you for tuning in today. And if you like what you heard, hey, don't forget to subscribe and be sure to tell a friend. Hot tip, until our next visit, I'd like you to consider what the voice that shapes you might mean to you. Oh, and be sure to take your Clue Bird out for a walk. He'll love it.